yourself, manage your boss, get promoted, and cope with stress. But all these chapters will be in service of one central idea: attaining a more satisfying career, whatever that means to you, and will even help you sort out your thoughts there. Naturally, the book contains much of what I learned along the way. In fact, it contains just about all that I learned in the many jobs I've held over the past 30 years. Like the others in this book, I earned wisdom the hard way. My education in the School of Hard Knocks began in a Pizza Hut kitchen. It continued while eventually serving as regional operator, national training director, and vice president of a couple of international fast food chains, interspersed with a 2-year venture owning and operating a dinner theater, and eventually jumping into the world of consulting. Even as a consultant, I varied my expertise, first focusing on recruiting and now centering my practice on advising companies on better employee retention practices. I've had the opportunity to look at careers and their development from below, from above, and from the sidelines. I've seen what does and what does not work. I've studied the gurus, and I've laughed at the fads. And I've listened to a lot of smart people who shared incredible wisdom. But let me emphasize that this is not Ken Tanner's Formula for Success book. I have followed my own crooked path, stumbled into my own unique surprises, and tripped along my own journey into my personal definition of success. Both my journey and my destination probably vary dramatically from your experiences and what you are seeking. While this book features a lot of my opinions, anecdotes, clever uses of adverbs and adjectives, and, yes, advice, I ensure that you hear other views from men and women who have attained conventional definitions of success. Perhaps the most enjoyable part of writing this book has come from interviewing dozens of successful people and asking each this same question: what do you know now that you wish you had known then? The answers were often surprising. Some included solid practical advice. Some waxed philosophical. Some folks responded with their tongues solidly planted in their cheeks. But all these people honored us with their insight. Considering their achievements, their advice is well worth listening to. You may notice conflicting advice in this book. As any great master will tell you, there are many routes to the top of the mountain. That's why you'll find alternatives to much of what I recommend, thanks to the many successful, generous people who offered nuggets of pure gold. And don't bother to try reconciling the different theories. Every person comes from a different starting point and has a different destination. Thus, your vehicle to the good life will be different from that of another reader's. Besides, the knowledge you need most will most likely reach out and grab you by the throat. You will also notice that there is a lot of material not covered in this book. For instance, my discussion of resumes fails to teach you how to write a resume. The discussion of interviewing does not include a list of great answers to interview questions. I did this because this ground has been covered ad nauseum. Just visit a bookstore and you will find the shelves covered with, often bad, books offering advice on resumes and interviewing. I chose not to replow this ground. Instead, I'll focus my comments on areas that have been overlooked or with which I disagree, and there are lots of these. As a result, very little of what's in this book is already on your bookshelf. Comprehensive? Not possible. And you might find that to be a bit frustrating. Although I hope I have presented a heap of useful and productive advice, it is just not possible to address every career issue or to outline the one surefire path to glory. But within these pages, you will find the major topics you need to explore in shaping your career and see some of the solutions to common issues that others have found. Use this for direction and reflection. Save the details for your own unique journey to the job or position in life that will provide the maximum amount of satisfaction. Section 1. Define your career. Chapter 1. Find your sweet spot. During my brief residence in Alabama, I had the opportunity to see Michael Jordan play right field for the Birmingham Barons, the Double-A farm team for the Chicago White Sox. Jordan's fame